hard day's cutting. Most I've ever done in a day, and all done with the Husqvarna 572 XP. There you go. Show the model number properly. Yeah, I'm running the HiPa Ron File full chisel chain. It's for what it is. For the price, you can't beat this chain unless you can get the big name brands on wholesale pricing, like at logging shows. If you're going to be paying retail and you can't get to logging shows, I highly recommend this saw chain. I got to give thanks to HiPa for giving me a pair. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the official saw chain of my channel until something better comes along that lasts, even longer. After I did 2 tanks of fuel, and I could tell it needed a touch up. I touched it up and it pulled. I didn't touch the rakers at all. I did a couple, 2 or 3 sharpenings now on this raker depth. You could feel it pull into the wood, just enough to know that the rakers are right. For me, I want it to pull just a little bit when it's sharp to know it is done right. Because if it isn't cutting enough, if it isn't pulling at all, well, the rakers are too shallow. The raker depth is too shallow. You need to touch it up. It holds up in this dead abrasive oak pretty good. I'm impressed. Cannot say enough good about this saw chain. You touch these are still sharp, not cat claw sharp, but they'll go another tank of fuel. Now in softer wood, like pine or fir, most pine and fir, there's a type of pine that's as hard as oak, so maybe not that, but any of the common pines in North America where it isn't, drying like pinon pine where that's like oak, it'll probably get 3 tanks of fuel. Unless 3 tanks of fuel per sharpening, it'll cut. Same goes for box elder, soft maple. If you get it willow, definitely cottonwood. And those softwoods, you're going to get 3 tanks of fuel on one sharpening. You won't notice a real performance drop off until after the 3rd tank when you go to sharpen it. Yeah, I'll put a link to the specific saw chain used on this saw in the item description, and use the code WOODDOC, one word. I'll put the promo code in there. That'll get you a 10% off on your order of anything on HiPa's website. Yeah, it doesn't really. I tighten it up twice during the day. I got some wood chips in here when it's stalled out. Yeah, it holds a good edge in this oak better than I thought it would. I thought I'd have to touch it up after every tank, but no, it was still feeling good at the end of the 1st tank. Ran it again another tank, cut great. In my previous video, I'll put some video shots of it. A short video short of cutting this big log I'm sitting on, and that was after at almost the end of the 2nd tank of fuel, part of 1 3/4 tank of fuel on this sharpening. Yeah, so it actually, no, I correct that. I touched it up for this one because that was the 3rd tank. The heat's been getting to me. So yeah, it cuts really good. You could see through this when you see this video clip in a minute that this saw and this saw chain from HiPa will get the job done. So till next time, folks, take care, go out there, do something, have fun doing it, and enjoy this short video clip of cutting this big log. And it measured I measured this log here, 24 inch on the outside, 24 inch. And that's the small end of the log. The other end was like 26 to 28 inch. This log here in just 16 inches and went to about 25 inch. So I had to work for the firewood, but the HiPa saw chain got it done today. So until next time, folks, take care, get out there, do something, have fun doing it.